They had you outnumbered and they still lost because no weapons formed against us shall prosper. So it doesn't even matter how many people form alliances to try to destroy one person. It's never going to be enough. It's all diabolical in nature. It's not good nature. When people try to come up against you and try to hurt you and destroy you and take you down, they're taking themselves out of the picture a lot quicker. You're not shakeable the way that these people think that you are. You're not that person that they can just come for in a group. And the thing that's so ironic is that, we've heard the saying many times that there is strength in numbers, but not in these circumstances. It shows how weak these people actually are, that they felt like they had to put together this group in the first place to try to take one person out. So that means that there is a high level of intimidation here that the perpetrators feel, or else they wouldn't resort to such, to such tactics, right? But they do, and it never works. They could have had you outnumbered. It could have been a whole lot of them, right? It could have been a bunch of people. It could have been everybody at your workplace against you, trying to come up against you, trying to fight you, trying to posture this way. Doesn't work. You're still focused. You're still clocking in, clocking out, doing your work, doing your thing. What about the family? They could have been doing the same thing too, in their own way, where they're trying to come up against you as a group. Ah, so lovely, right? So nice, so heartwarming. Blood ties, you would think it would be for the positive. You would think it'd be for uplifting purposes, but no. Some of these people will come up against you as a group, thinking they have you outnumbered, thinking they have outsmarted you, and they have not. What they've done here is show their weaknesses. And their weaknesses is that, well, to be honest, you are their weakness, right? Your strength is their weakness. And they know that because of how strong you are, that they cannot take you down. They cannot do nothing to you by themselves. So they have these ill thoughts that if perhaps they come with a group, that they'll be able to take you out. And it just shows how much, of dire straits they're actually really in. And none of these things really work. It does not work. These folks could have had you outnumbered. You could have been solo dolo, standing 10 toes down by yourself, no help, no nothing. You're there showing people that you're not scared. You're not about to be put out of the picture. You're not about to be, targeted without, consequences. It's not going to be like that. And, folks are seeing that these clans, these groups that were formed for diabolical purposes, they have no choice but to dismantle these groups, right? Because if they thought they had you outnumbered and that's not working, then what good is the group, right? And a lot of times group members start turning on each other when the intended task or the objective cannot be fulfilled, which is to take you down or to destroy you. And so this is why it's crazy, where people don't understand the power of protection, the power of believing in God or in your faith, believing in the fact that no one's going to hurt you without consequences. Nobody's going to get away with these things. They might feel like they're getting away with it. You're going to have people who try to come up against you as groups. They form groups. They will do a lot of things to try to hurt you, it's crazy how angry and how jilted a lot of people are around us. And it's scary and it's odd, but this is the world that we live in, or I should really say these are some of the residents that live on the planet. This is how they are, right? And they will do things. They will try to make you feel scared because they're not coming by themselves. They're coming as a group. But you don't have to do the same things that they do. You don't have to have all these folks around you to feel protected and to look hard. You're doing everything by yourself. You don't have no reason to be afraid. And the gang or the group, they're afraid because, once again, if they had to have a whole bunch of people to get you down and it did not work. So they're seeing now in its full enormity that you're just not the person that will successfully be combated or successfully be taken out of the picture. And so it's like a oops moment, like, what did we do here? Right? And so the group starts getting dismantled. You are protected. You are heavily protected from all attacks, and you will be attacked because you're one of a kind. And if folks always want to try to destroy, there's always going to be people who try to destroy, even more so as a group, because you have a special light, you have a bright aura that people want to just put out. And you have to understand that with this light, it's never going to go away. The intimidation and the people and the posturing and how folks will move because you irritate them because you bring the light. But you got to keep bringing that light, and you got to keep bringing that truth, because the truth sets people free. It brings everything into the light. It makes everything clear. And you got to keep being yourself no matter who feels some type of way. You outnumber people by being by yourself. They felt like if they had literally more numbers, more people than you, that you would cower. But they cower with more folks around them. And you're standing by yourself or with very few and still looking sharp and still protected and still going up. So stay going up, everybody. Hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll see you guys soon.